Jeremy, your host for this episode, Glyph Fracker, and today we're getting into a little bit of gold mining simulator. But before we dive into all that, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, comment, and subscribe because, hey, here at the Side Order, we're cooking up 6 days worth of content. And don't forget to ring that bell to know when all that order's fresh. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get back into some gold mining simulator. Hello everybody, I am super excited today to continue on with our gold mining. Managed to, on my off time, do just a little bit of cleaning. Just a small little bit. Here, let's get the flashlight out there, yeah. Just a small little bit of work. But that's mainly because, give me a second. Hello country girl. Mainly because, turn this pump on, we've got some stuff to do today. There we go. Pump's on, water's flowing, great. But we have little machines now. And we own those, so all the work that we can do now, slowly clean up all this little extra stuff and be able to buy the big miner so that we can continue on digging out all around here while in the process of purchasing all this fun stuff. Game noise is a bit loud. I know exactly what this is then. It's this. I think that's better. If worse comes to worse, I can do a little this too. Just to balance everything out. But let's turn this lovely vehicle on. Oh no, yeah, it is all that lovely membership time, so. Oh no, we need a bucket. Ah, give me this bucket. Losing money, which is a good point. If you haven't become a member, definitely want to dive in on that. You can get yourself some very exclusive members-only content. Being my co-host himself is working on a version of Mass Effect. I have Spider-Man Remastered and also Guardians of the Galaxy done. You also get access to videos a little bit early. All this stuff is amazing. It's kind of what you want to do. So we got that stuff processing. We managed to catch a little bit of dirt. Let's show you guys the big machines. I was going to turn up my my volume on my headset because I can't hear very much. Start up the truck and away we go. I'm excited. I love this. Oop, after we run into everything, we're on a hill. Look it. We got big small trucks now, except that they don't maneuver around things very easily. And we'll run that over just because we can. This is what I love about this thing. You can literally just drive right up to it. Oop, back up. And, oop, not F. Okay, let's back up because she wants to keep running forward. Lock the parking brake, and it's T, G. And you can slowly dump the earth out, which I think is great. Move up a little much closer. Do the same thing, but this time we'll just make sure it all goes in. Whoops. Back up. Back up, back up, back up. It's easier with the hoe, or the backhoe. Yeah, boom. Oh, of course I have to step out, make sure it all went in. Yes, it did. Good job, me. T. Now let's go down and gather another scoop. This stuff is really cool, the small machines. And it fills up gold really quick. It pays out really well. So that's another win with this. All that small, rough terrain that we were dealing with, the reason why I couldn't bring the big scooper down there, now that's going to be gone. We'll be able to do that. Just got to collect here. Oops. Might have to lower the boom or raise the boom every once in a while. This thing does like to get stuck on the small pieces of earth. It is a small vehicle. Let's do that. Lower this down. Let's try and see if we can scoop that chunk of earth out of the way. It's gonna be tricky. Oh, I know why it's not scooping. Silly me. R and then T. G. Need to angle the scoop down so it can actually scoop like so. See? And then once it's all full, you just hit T, tip it up, and boom. Driving over, let's go drop this off. Oh, of course I missed. Missed with the first drop of earth. That sucks. Try again. There we go. That's all right in there. Boom. Look at it. Fills it up 35%, if not more, depending on the scoop. And then we just wash, rinse, repeat. I do wish those lights would turn on. Are you just not plugged in anymore? Did you give up? No, it didn't give up. It needs power. There, now I have light. Now I can see what I'm doing down there. Which is awesome. We'll get the little digger going, but I want to make space down here. We can get set up for the big stuff. Lower this down. Oop, F is lower. T to angle the sledge up a little bit. Just kind of bump into stuff, collect the dirt, back up as best you can. You have to lift the boom up a little more. Yeah, she's full. Can't get another load of dirt in there. All right, come on, lift the boom up. Drive a little more forward. Back up. Look at that. Almost 100% full. That's what we like. That's a good load. That should actually... Oh, we would have had 100%. We actually had another piece of dirt in our loader. Oh, well. Look at that. Filling everything up. We're going to have a good chunk of money. We'll be able to go and quickly cycle through everything. And just wash, rinse, repeat. I've made almost my quota for today, so which is awesome. Brake, just kind of slowly go down. Might have to tip the scoop every once in a while. Oh, our bucket's full. Perfect. Shut this off. Yeah, I was running a 4 bucket cycle for this, so I might want to go do that right now, to be honest. While we turn on everything else, let's do that. This is on, that bucket's underneath. Perfect. Put it in there. Put this back. We'll grab a couple other buckets. We need that. Actually, in the meantime, while we stand here aimlessly. Quickly try and reconnect those tunes, but just kind of get them not so loud. Hopefully that tunes out a little bit better. Oops, I ran past where I went. Oh no, bucket. Having dirt in it. I've been having that issue. Keep throwing dirt in. There's 2 buckets. That should be good. Especially for YouTube viewing. Take this. Oh, gotta turn on the shaker. Yet again, you're not getting like massive amounts of gold, but just the small little bits and increments is what you're constantly getting, which is really nice. And now that I own all this tiny equipment, I don't have to pay rental tax on any of it. That makes another benefit. All right, let's see if this will pick up anything. There we go. Look at that. That was a good little load. Keep going, though. We can pick up a freaking ton of dirt. Just got to lift the boom afterwards, bump around. Can't wait to get the bigger one, though. I really can't. Because that's so much. So much. And then get the bigger scooper dealer thingy here that I have. I gotta turn it on. Silly me. Alright, let's back up for a sec, or back out for a second. Turn the machine on. Start processing this. Oh! Hopefully audio and everything's worked out well for everyone now. It's not too loud. We'll be getting that big, or that little crane going here just shortly. Just need to continue cleaning this out, because like I mentioned before, it's a giant wall. That's kind of what I want to do, is get down to the bedrock down this area. This way we can just collect from the wall. Whoa! Hold on to it. Now collect a bit. Back up and do the same thing. Might have to lift up the boom. That boom is the tricky part. But even still, I'm still able to collect stuff. Let's just keep going. Lift up the boom a little bit more. Stuff like that. There's like little nuggets of awfulness in the way. So let's see if I can scoop this up. There we go. Oh yeah. We'll have a nice path down there. And then we'll be able to just scoop everything in from the wall, which is kind of my plan. The bucket's already 22% full. It's too bad they don't have like a little dumper. That would have been even cool, funnier. It's just like playing Tonka trucks. Not bad. Back up. I mean, I'm not getting perfect drops. I'm just gonna have to deal. So yet again, do this, lower this. And now we should be good to continue scooping. Actually, I'm gonna keep working from really close up at the top. I like that. Makes this area easier for us to drive in the future. Boom a bit more. There we go. Keep scooping. Keep going. Come on, we're not even close to full. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Still trying for more. Look at that. You can make an epic path. And that bucket's almost full. Should have parked it better. We'll have to move that little back up. Which will be a good chance to use it, but however, it doesn't fill up things like this. This thing fills this up right away. I'm even missing some of it. %60. Turn, drive. We can lower the boom. Tip it up. Go scoop some more of this. Gotta be all collected. Oh yeah. That's another good one. Oh yeah. Then all you have to do, if you feel stuck, hopefully, unstick. I have had this issue before. Because the boom spins you, you get stuck. Yeah. We're going to have to do the good old restore, which happens from time to time. And again, just hit the map, click on you, hit the restore. You and the vehicle will fly over to the respawn point. And away we go. There we go. Also would like to mention to everybody, if you haven't seen it too, I did drop last night or this morning, I'm pretty sure, was my version or my view of Borderlands from over at Johnny Nights. If you want to watch the action live, that's the best way to do it. Head on over there Saturday nights. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Let's back up. Come on. Hit the brakes, and then we do this. So happy we got tiny machines working, though. That bucket's going to be full. That's why I hopped out. We got to play bucket swap here. It's 100% full. Bucket's full. Drop it. Pick it up. Put it in. Boom. Well, that's all going off. That's still running. Let's go make some more money. Yeah, see, we needed all those buckets because I'm going to need another one of these. Put here. And then I'm believing I'm missing a couple more pieces there. And then obviously the couple big pieces up there. Everything's slowly happening. Alright, so that's good. Get this stuff in. We're almost up to the 1K. Grab this too. Empty this out because maybe when we go back into town, we can add a little more magnetite. Alright, keep going though. Sometimes you get a good load of gold, sometimes you don't. Kind of the whole point. Alright, there we go. Lower it down. Let's do this. Let's scoop it all as much up as we can. There we go. Come on, lower it. And dig. Dig, 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 dig. Let's get this whole section here just nice and smooth. We'll be able to drive the truck and everything else down here, which is kind of my goal. The closer to that we can get, the better. That and also be able to afford the big backhoe. I'm also planning for near the end of the month to buy the gems. So we'll be able to see some other shiny rocks. I am planning, hopefully before the end of all the DLCs released, to be able to have at least the majority of it, and then before too. All right, let's turn. We're having a little issues here lining up. Doesn't seem to want to work for me. Wants to miss. I don't want it to miss. I want it to get right in this. There. That should do it. Right there, please. Get that last chunk in there. Perfect. T, balance it all out. Whoop, do a backflip with the backhoe. That's also a very important part of digging. Just double checking the ground here. Making sure we get all those tiny little lumps. Yeah, that was a good check. I'll lift up the backhoe a little, or boom a little bit. Same thing. Wow, that was loud. Give me a moment. Well, hello, YDY. Welcome in. Sorry about that. Just gonna do a little sit back, listen to some tunes while I dig here. I mean, it's just a typical Sunday. You guys aren't missing out much. When I head into town, I'll turn down the audio a little bit so you guys can listen to my voice. Of course my bucket be full. Okay. Look at that. There's so much dirt, it's even like hanging over the sides. That's just insanity. Too much dirt, I tell you. Too much dirt. Let's see what we end up getting. Whoop, what's going on here? See what we end up getting. Knock over that. I'm going to have to find some big stand to put that on. It's like the 5th time I've knocked it over. That gold was separated. Good. Look at that truck that's doing donuts. All by its lonesome. All by its lonesome. There we go. Let's go back up. Everything's working fine. We don't need to interrupt with anything. We just need to keep going. Collect good loads of gold. Still haven't added you all to the exclamation. Aw. Well, in time, it's work. I mean, it does take a while. You have to, first of all, dedicate time away from doing that, getting all the links appropriate, thinking of a cool and inviting thing to say. I mean, all in all, I've been looking for the drop so that everyone can just drop their own and it's, hey, check out this. But it seems to be an elusive hidden secret towards YouTubers. We'll find it out. A little more further. Nope, wrong way. Drop this all in. This is money. Yeah, that was money, like I said. Now we go back down. Actually, we don't even need to go down. That's the sad part. It's all right around here. Right around the top. Like I mentioned before. Hopefully we'll be able to have enough cash, coin, by the end of this day to at least be able to afford the big dozer. I guess this is a good point as any, though, to mention to everybody. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, share it out, all that fun stuff. You know the deal. Helps bring by other cool people, such as yourself, by to the channel. And here at the Side Order, we really do appreciate that. Also like to remind everybody, too, that the content is not over tonight. Hojo and Odinson will be rocking away. Their continued ongoing series, Old Guys in Trucks. As I always say, it is the best series online. Don't believe me? Watch it. And tell me otherwise. But alright, let's back up here a little bit. We've got some gold processing at least. We're making progress, making money. And like I said, I own all this stuff, so other than the gas, this is all good. No loss. That's kind of another good thing I want to try and do, is not rent equipment, because then you have a daily overhead. Forces you to have to go into town. And I don't want to have to go into town. I want to go into town because we have met quota. But yeah, it's working out so far really nice. I like it. The small machines, I mean, like I've mentioned a couple times, they don't take as much ore or dirt. I did have to go and buy another whole processing plant for them, which is what it is, I guess. But as you can see, it's working. It's doing quite well. Basically 2 loads and I fill up the bucket. Get the other bucket ready. Sorry, that's why I'm waiting. I know it's a waste of gas. But this one's going to be full, and then it will be like, you need to have a new one. Boom, told you. Boom, let's lose some more. Same thing though. Sprinkle this in so we're gaining money. Throw that down. See how much money we're going to gain. Hopefully we can hit 900. I'll go into town before the end of the video though, or before the end of the stream. There, look at that. I'm going to say 200 and some odd meg in that type. Never mind. We're after this. This stuff. The good gold. Slowly adding bits, but let's keep going. Because time is money, and we're losing money in gas. That's our only really overhead for the vehicles. As mentioned before, too, I do not have any of the damage to the vehicles on. I just came from a series. Load the bucket with the backhoe. I can. The problem is that it's 15% fill or 20% fill rate versus I'm getting like 80% with just the backhoe. It's just a better load. I mean, I'll do a couple scoops though. Do a couple scoops while we're there, I guess. We're slowly getting our paycheck. Like I've mentioned too, I did clean out the whole, well, not the whole, but a good chunk of the other area. That was a miss. Yeah, let's do the backhoe. Let's show the real backhoe. Lift this up. Continue T. Come on, back up, back up. We'll park this here. All right, now let's go back into the vehicle. This is great. Oh, I can't wait. Come on, let me in. This thing is fun. Tiny little scoop, though. Very tiny little scoop. So, boom. Backed up. Open. Okay, just making sure. Come on, open up. I know we're going to lose a little bit of dirt. That's fine. Yeah, see? Very tiny little scoop on it. Turn around. We'll have to go in reverse. Don't think it's going to reach. Parking brakes on. Lift this up, of course. Raise that. Now back up a little more. Right like so. And now, load it in the backhoe. Oh, that's such a great idea. Why can I not? What's going on with my vehicle? Why can I not open the, there we go. Open the scoop. Yeah, see, it's just a tiny little thing. I mean, it's more constant, though. You can do stuff like that. Definitely more constant. And all you have to do is just close up the bucket, spin it around, lift it up, lift it up. Yeah. It's just the other thing too is I wish you could get like a drive pack for it so it could drive a little quicker. Because it doesn't drive very quick. Which kind of stinks. Because if you're having to do long distant loads, that's where the problem is. Alright, let's see if I can do this. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. There we go. Scoopy, scoopy, scoopy. Y. And now we just close everything. Lift and repeat. It's all good to go back to the other one. The bucket's almost full. That up. Perfect. Perfect shot. Yeah, this is just a little smaller, a little less efficient. I mean, it's good if you needed to start digging plots like I was doing there, because it actually has like a nice small scoop for it, but otherwise not the greatest. I mean, to be honest, if it was having to, yeah, like up in this area, maybe I have the dump truck and something's stuck in the dump truck. Maybe I can scoop it out of the dump truck with this. This thing wouldn't be that bad for that. We'll park it here. Shut it off so we're not wasting any gas. Hop out. My little parking spot for stuff. All right. This thing's shut off. It is. Parking brakes on. Let's go. Lower it down. Come on. Start the scooping. Yeah. Like that. It's full already. Spin around. This will pretty much fill up that bucket. We'll have to go and load up the other one. Big money. Pretty sure after this I'll just head into town. We're close enough to quota. We'll see what we get. Plus we got all that magnite. Maybe I'll be able to actually get a bigger gold bar, which would be kind of nice. Okay, that's maxed. Yeah, like almost to 100 for it, so I don't know. I think it just works out better. Uh-oh. I know, I have to release the handbrake, but you have to let my machine go. F, T, drive. Lift it up a little more. A little catch on the hoses. And scoop away. It will fill up super duper quick too. See, like so. Just lift this up. Our bucket's full. Whoops, I forgot. Park on the brake. And yet again, wash, rinse, repeat. For all the gold. We're going to have a lot of money. Folks. A lot of money, I'm not going to lie. And like I said, I can't wait for the DLC, the next DLC, because then we can get gems. Just another thing we can sell. Guess we don't really even have to sell the gold. We can wait because there is a stock market. We should see how high the gold is in stock. As mentioned before. Before we sell. Let it go. Perfect. Did I hit X? Yeah. Nice big chunk of land we're going to have cleared up. And be ready for that massive digger when it comes in. And yet again, I can just drive it in. That's the plan. Drive that big sorter in just down here. And then all I have to do is just stand above and just dump in ore, which will be a lot easier. A million times easier. Alright, let's keep going. Don't know where that's all going, but it's going in something. Oh, don't dump it. Just gotta lower it and scrape. Back up, try again. And scrape. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Wash, rinse, repeat. See how much of the goods we can get. Nice. Cleaned up almost all by the hose. Oh, I'm losing pieces. Oh, I'm losing lots of pieces now. Wow, that was a bad idea. Yeah, lots of gold we'll have. And the gold, that's what we're after. The good stuff, the money. Back up a bit, please. Thank you. Oh, a bit, please. Back up a bit. Guess I'm going to have to make like a ledge for this. That wouldn't be too bad. Find a ledge and be able to just hang over top of it and drop it in. Wonder if you can buy a funnel. If you're not losing all this dirt. Ugh. Also, you can tell this game was really meant for controller. I'm playing KBM. There's just certain aspects of it really hard to function. That ram right into that pile of dirt. Again, just kind of scoop around the edges. It's kind of what we're after. All this stuff so the truck doesn't get hung up. Any of the small vehicles as we're trying to drive it in there doesn't get hung up. we also don't get hung up like that. Perfect, though. This should be a really good load and should fill the bucket completely. And then we can go dump both loads of gold in, which should be exactly where I need it to be. Also like to mention, too, we did find a smack load of giant nuggets down there. So, I mean, this is around for goodies that we can get. No, you don't want to. You don't. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now let's back up. Park it. Shut it off. Everything's processing. That should be good. Let's check and see this. Here's a little last bit of gold. Yeah, I knew this was going to overfill. You're doing really great with the micro machines. I'm really upset it doesn't dump into the big one. Just not tall enough. I mean, if I set it underground or below ground, though, then it could. That might have been just a tiny bit of gold. But every little piece counts. This in here. We are going to have to use the truck and grab that. Dump what little bit we have so that we can eventually get more. What are we at? Just 1%. Can't even hit 2%. So there we go. We got at least 900 grams. Nothing short of a little bit of money. That off. Let's go around, make sure all of our equipment's off, hop in the truck, and get out of here. The joys of buying 2 jerry cans. Yeah, I got testing yet again for those who are just joining us. I got testing the micro machines here. So I've done a fair amount of cleaning up. I guarantee for our next couple streams we will hit quota. That is for sure. There's the truck. I'm going to parked over here because I had the light shining down. Yes, it is. Perfect. This thing has an own engine, so shut that off. Everything shut off. Nope, I forgot to shut off the water. I went up there, looked at something, and then came back. We'll go back and shut off the water after we run over all the water pumps and pipes. Park on a hill. Now I just got to slide back a little bit. Slam on the brakes. Hope for the best. Right there. Perfect. That was a perfect stop. Come on. There we go. Now, on our way out, we will quickly go and stop off at this pump and shut it off. Tons of fuel. We're good there. And that was something we did last episode. All right, now let's hop on the gas pedal and let's drive. Shall we? Let's get on down the road. We'll drop some of this stuff off. We can just leave the truck at the refinery, or the trailer at the refinery. So that way we don't have to worry about hauling it around. We can just pick it up on our way back. Yes, right here is where you drop that lovely, whoop, after you smash into a couple walls. This is where you drop that lovely stuff. Just hit this lever here. And another small little chunk, barely even noticeable. Oh, what happened there? Quick little save of Magnite. Oop, I forgot to jump. That's what I forgot to do. Take this off, leave it here, because we don't need it for our trip into town. Yes, I know I have the brake on. I did that on purpose. However, I didn't do that on purpose. Well, what's going on? Hojo Dojo, the man, the myth, the legend himself has arrived in chat. How's it going, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry, the young ones are just having an all-out war. Sister love. There we go. Hopefully that's all fixed up. So let's go and check out the bank. Well, not the bank, the goldsmith. Maybe we can purchase an upgrade. I don't think we can. What is new, though? How is everyone doing today after I smash into a wall? How are we all doing on this lovely Sunday? Hopefully you're all ready for Hojo Dojo and Odinson to continue on their amazing legacy across America in American Trucking Simulator. Let's see if we can upgrade anything. I don't think we can. Oh, we can. We can do that. Well, then we're going to do that. Oh, we don't have enough. Of course we don't. We're just short. We can sell it. That's not bad. Let's smelt. Let's smelt. That much we can do. A little bit of time needs to pass by. So we'll see what we actually need to achieve. I guess is the real big goal. I hit the emergency brake. While we wait, because yes, day has been extended, and that's because the day has been extended, so has the time it takes to melt gold. So let's drive over here, do a little part shopping. Roam around. Pull in here, perfect. Hit the brakes. Shut it off, and let's do this. As mentioned, I'd like that. That would be just brilliant to have. But we'll have to settle for this, which is achievable. We've got these two pieces. They're good. We need this, the D-rocker. And then these things. Conveyor belt, this, and there's some other small pieces that I have to go into the shop for. And then that setup is done, is ready, which I'll be stoked for. We'll also be able to have this, which is the best of both worlds, because I'm going to get that DLC. We'll need this, our big power generator station, because that will be required. Plus, we'll need the big fuel tank, because, yeah, just things are going to be expensive. We also need another one of those, so that we can get our gold and other stuff separated. And it's like, it's just a constant flow of stuff, which is, I am absolutely loving the amount of gold that you'll end up getting. Which will be great I mean, we could rent the big one. Also need to get the drill. I mean, you can rent it for a couple days, which would be fine, I guess. Or we could just buy it. My truck not running? Truck was not running. Boom. We'll have to drive or go to the bank, check the gold prices. See if it's worth a little bit of money. Bump, 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 bump. We still have another 342 grams to schmelt. See how this turns out. Still got 5 minutes. Check out the gold prices then. Well, that's the gold map. That's that. Dig tube. None of that is what we need. Nothing in the journal. All right, we have to actually roll on over there. I keep shutting off the truck, not hitting the brake. Duh. All right. Away we go. On the road again. Gonna go check out the prices of gold. Stop right there. Hop out. Let's check out the prices. Not the highest they've been, but they're also on a rebound, so might be okay to sell. We're on a good. I mean, it can't be as bad as the last time. Can it? Can it? Can it? I hope not. I certainly will. I'll have to do it in between streams. Well, unless he's watching right now. He might be able to at least holler down at me or mention to me if he's not busy. However, it will be mentioned to you before you guys stream, which is awesome, which yet again is the whole point of them traveling across America. Eventually, they'll make their way north. I have a feeling. Then I guess it wouldn't be completely American trucking simulator. Well, North America, close enough. All right, we can smelt the last little bit of gold, which is good. Let's do it. Just a good chunk of money to make. Turn on the engine. I don't want to. I want to save, get fuel. Get out and push. Just literally driving down to the bank. Just push it. It's times like this that I just want to take the little buggy. We won't need the big truck. Just drive around. Take the buggy. All right, park. Let's head on up here. Let's sell, sell, sell. Yet again, the gold market isn't great, but it isn't bad either. So let's sell that. Let's get a little money back in the pockets. And we're getting there. Wow. By the end of the stream, we'll be able to have definitely enough for the big, well, not the big digger. Well, the small digger. Yeah. Which we can then get back into normal production, which is the real reason why we're doing this. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. If we have enough, I'll buy it. I don't think we'll have enough to transport it, though. The big machine. Or not the big machine, the digger. Oh, I hit a wall. And then, of course, it had to load right at that moment. Park, gas off. Here we go. At least purchase it, like I said, and then when that gold's done, maybe we can transfer it. So it's ours. That much is a positive. We now own this. We'll have to save up to own that. Or this. And then this is another little purchase that I have to get, so that when we do purchase new plots of land, we can eventually kind of pre-test the area before moving in with the big machinery. Kind of like what we got going on right now. It's just that less weird. So what we got going on right now is a really weird operation. Got like half of everything going on. Half a small operation, half a big operation. We don't own very much. Nothing's functioning. That's the other fun part too. None of the hydro and all that stuff is hooked up. But hey, now we've got the big loader. So that's a win. You know what else is a win? Smashing that thumbs up button, sharing it. You know, all that fun stuff that we always ask. You do that stuff. It helps bring other cool people such as yourself by the channel. Something we really appreciate here. As I'm driving, I guess, back, we'll just head back. Oh, I want that front end loader. Decisions, it's like 3 minutes. What can I do in 3 minutes? We'll go check out some of the old stats. There we go, while we wait. So base game plus DLC, look at how much gold they got. Good job on that. We're gonna beat these. I think we're gonna do it. I don't know when this was. Season 42. We can do better, right? I'm laughing because, yeah. I think we're gonna give it a go, though. I mean, what, they're probably at like season 1000 right now, but hey, we can do it. We're gonna farm, unless that's from all one plot. That might be a little hard. But if it's just a game total, well, it's all up to you guys. Making sure you smash that like button. You know, all that fun stuff. Joining me every Sunday. And maybe, yeah, maybe this series will be long enough. We can actually achieve that leaderboard status for season 1000. Come on. So close. And we go sell that gold, go make our money, and then drive on back to our little micro machine area. Actually, we might be able to transfer the big one over. There we go. Thank you. That's all I was after, good sir. Because we need just that last little bit of money to transfer the vehicle over to where our base is. Base of operations, that is. That is correct too, country girl. Amazing gamer beverage over there at Swift Energy. Want to check it out? It is Rocket Juice. Tastes like a melted down red, white, and blue popsicle. It has 0 sugar, no artificial color. So it's really good stuff. And if you want to save a little money, which we all want to save a little money, let's be honest. You use our promo code SIDEORDER25. You save 25% off, all site-wide, and the company knows that you got sent by us. Boom. So, definitely have enough to transfer the vehicle. Hopefully it's not empty. I think the little diggers I had were, which are very sad. Let's keep going. I'll just walk into the shop from the road here. We can just walk back to the truck. We still have one more pickup to do. Yeah, we'll do a reverse pick drive. Do a little reverse. Oh, the saving. All right, perfect. Let's go transfer. Soon, little buggy, you will be mine. Okay, that wasn't as expensive as I thought. No. Don't do it. We can make a stream about how getting all the small little toys like that. Right now, we need to finish this plot. So once we finish this plot, we can purchase another one. And move all the whole mining operation over from that one, or this one, to that one. And that's where we're going to make all the money. Mustn't forget our lovely magnetite collector. Swear this thing has glass for tires. So slippery. It makes me look like a worse driver than I really am. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's try and just back this up all weird like. Perfect. You're actually lined up. Oop, stop. That should be dead on. Ah. Away we go. Hi-ho, Silverado, away! Oh. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I don't know what brand of truck you are. Hi-ho, undisclosed brand of truck, away! Ah, look at that beauty. That's what I'd be thinking we're going to be doing here real shortly. Turning on everything. And we're just going to go ahead. Park that here this time. We'll just leave them both there. That's fine. It doesn't even have to move out. Better do this just in case the game bugs out. Let's go take the big digger. Bring it over. I'm excited. We have the micro machines. We have the big stuff. You can at least bring it over. You don't have to use it. You can still use the micro machines. We have a good setup going. I love this. Look at this beast. And it's ours. No more paying rental fees. Now, all the money we make is ours. Unless we have to spend it on gas, which is not an issue anymore. A lot of processing to go through, too. A lot of it. Water extender is just really about to be in the way, isn't it? So we'll stop about here. No, that's way too close. I'm just going to continue digging the trench across, so we'll see how this is. Yeah, you asked me, that couldn't get any better. Well, this thing needs a bucket, which I know there happens to be 2 of them. Let's go turn on all the pumps and stuff. Let's do this. Let's start getting some gold. I mean, it's fun with all these small things. But I mean, we don't need the small toys anymore. I'll use that as a part of my small cleanup. Off camera. And I'll still play around with them here and there upon you guys asking. The real thing though is we need money. Both those machines are turn. Oh, I know what I did. I hit the button. I didn't hit the crank. Oh, it's not a button start. It's not a push start. It's a pull. Oh no, it is on. I'm just dumb. Just fine. All right, lovely machine. Hopefully you're ready. I know I certainly am. Thank you. Our first load of money, here it goes. With our own drill, our own digger. I love it. Back that up a little bit. You get the big one, then we would end up having that. I think that would overflow it. I guess that will be the real question for everybody. So what is the next plot I'm going to have to buy? So we're almost at that point now where all this dirt and stuff and land is slowly going to disappear. So that we can actually have real money. Which means we'll actually have to buy another parcel of land. Stoop. full. Close the little hatch. Lift it up. I don't know why it still has some fallout. Pour away. Rent the big one. Yeah, I can do that. I'm pretty happy with how this is going to turn out, to be honest. Kind of impressed on how I'm doing, blinded pretty much. It'd be nice to find another big chunk of gold, though. I haven't had that in a long while. Weak little scoop, weak little scoop. This up a lot more. There we go. The real question is, what are we going to do when we're done this? Literally, what am I going to do? Where is the next plot of land? There's 4 more to choose from? Dirt I have left over here. Fair chunk left. Dig down. Yeah. I don't know why this bucket seems to take for more time to fill than the small ones. It's the same bucket, am I not mistaken? I'll get it down there. I guess I'll just dig it down there. I won't even have to worry about wasting any gas to drive it down there. 51%. Scoop all the way. I'll certainly do that. I'll do that right after we finish this bucket here. I'll load up the map, remind everybody again. Yeah, I'll make a small little challenge out of it over the next couple episodes. We'll see how many people thumbs up the location. Maybe it will change over time. Yeah, I'm saying probably we're going to get like 3 more episodes out of this one. Because once we start getting into the bigger machinery, this is just going to be cleanup. Pinpoint, find the good gold areas, dig it out. Take the bulldozer, pile everything up. Scoop it into the back of the truck and load it into the big plant. All we'll be doing then is just pretty much grabbing buckets of processed gold and having to drive it into town to refine it. Here we are. We've almost got a full bucket. We're almost at that lovely point, like I mentioned, where I will show you guys the other plots of land. Yes, this is not it. This is our starting land. I'm not mistaken, this one supposedly was like mined by somebody else for a while. So they're not the best pickings for gold. Straighten that. Put it up more? No? Okay, open it up. One more scoop should do it. No, I didn't buy the drill yet. I was going to buy the small drill. I think that was a complete miss. That's a better pour. Saying you're full? Okay, you're full. 88%. You weren't full. I knew you weren't. The lion thing. Save and buy the drill, the big drill? Yeah. Not that expensive. I think after our next little gold pickup here, we'll be able to buy it. I think I was seeing it was less than 100,000. Because you are right there. We can then start pinpointing the real good profit zones. Then we can make all the money. I knew it. Just not going to give it. Just not going to give me exactly what I wanted there. That up and slow pour. That will. Alright, we shut off the vehicle. Do that. I know the bucket's full. We'll stop this. Grab this. We'll turn on all our fun little toys and see how much more money we're going to get here. Hopefully we get a small fortune. Because I could use it. I could use the small fortune. Alright, we'll go set this back up. Wow, that was a good chunk of magnetite. That was just a heavy bucket. Boom. What are we gonna get? Almost 100 grand though. Not bad. This helps turn on the machine. Odin sent Hojo a PM to let him know. Am I not getting all my chat messages? I don't believe I am. There we are. Oh, I am. I am. So that's on. Water, power. We're good. Let's keep digging. So yeah, yet again, everybody, I guess this is a good time to mention to you, you should smash that thumbs up button, and definitely you want to come back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as the gentlemen are continuing on the best going series online, Old Guys in Trucks, where they are traveling across America in American Trucking Simulator. It's a good time, full of chaos, good laughs. Also put a little plug out there too for if you're into some spooky content, have no problem sleeping at night after watching some of that. Over to Johnny Nights at 11, I think, or is it 10? It might be 10 or 11. Double check. As it is his spooky Sundays. He happens to be the other voice in the video of us doing Borderlands. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go watch that. We're up to episode 3 on both ends. I mean, I'll have a couple more episodes. I'm going to do some more looting in a little while. I like doing that. Also got a boatload of cool new games coming out, demos and whatnot for everyone to check out, enjoy, wish list and all that other fun stuff. Never a dull moment here at the side order. Especially when I'm flinging all my good dirt around. We're going to have to back up. That is inevitable. Nope. No. Not like that. Okay, there. I guess is where you're going to go. It's the best we're going to get. But on the plus side too, we'll be able to dig closer into the shallows here. Get a couple buckets worth. Been a really productive day. Now let's just skim it off the top here. We can get our arm down there a little better. That's correct. Right there. Country Girl just double checked. It is at 10 o'clock p.m. They're going to be having their fun in just basically a half an hour from the best series online right now, which is Old Guys and Trucks, which will start at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. So your whole day has been pretty much lined up. You're welcome. Okay, come on. Can't you do two things at once? You need to kick the arm out and reel in the bucket. I haven't gotten a good drop though this episode. I'm kind of scared. Normally they're like, hey, you found like a 300-gram nugget of gold. I mean, yet again, we could be just digging in a poor spot to dig. Closes down. Boom. There we go. Scoopity, scoopity, scoopity. Right here. Come on. Yeah. That's a good load. Gonna be a good one. So, just for my little paperwork here, future buys, have to buy, will be the little drill. Drilling. Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Ed. So that is our definite first buy then. The big drill. Should be close to having it then. Next episode then. Unless I hit it big over in the little plot of land over there and the off time for gas money. Don't know what I'm going to do when that's over. This is a good scooping. Close that lid. Right, two things at once. You can do it. No, see? And then you just dumped it everywhere. Gotta get that bucket straight. Yeah, so definitely then. It's not a matter of if, it's now a matter of just get that money. Get that money. I want the gold nuggets. I want all the nuggets. Keep it coming. Just rent it? Okay. Well, let's do it. How much time we got left? Sadly, actually, we have no time. It is actually at that time where I have to kind of bail out. Definitely, I made quota for sure. Sold that. So I'm going to write it down right after I drop this load off. To rent big drill. So I'm writing that here. So that next time I'll definitely have that. And we'll be able to get some gold spikes for sure. Because we need that. We need the gold. Otherwise, though, I guess this is the good point where I send you guys on over to swiftenergy.gg. Use our magic promo code SIDEORDER25. Save yourself 25% off all site-wide. We have our personal gamer fuel over there called Rocket Juice. It has 0 artificial colors, and it is 0 sugar. Some great stuff, and it tastes like the red, white, and blue popsicle melted down. Amazing. Time to save your money yet again. SIDEORDER25. That was starting machine. So with all that being said, I have been Glyphracker, and this has been the Side Order. I don't forget to remind you guys to yet again come on back at 8 o'clock because the gents will be running their routes down American streets. Who knows, maybe you'll see a road local to you. Otherwise, with all that being said, I've been Glyphracker, and this has been an amazing time. You all know the deal, right? Take it easy.